Hello children, welcome back. Before continue, let's revise what we have read in a previous class. Chapter The Third Level, written by Jack Finney. In the previous first part, we have read about the story that Charlie, that the main character of the story, who entered into the third level in the Grand Central Railway Station. Grand Central Railway Station was that railway station which have only two levels. Dear children, let me explain two levels about that railway station. It is a largest railway station of America, and there are three levels. Three levels means in the ground, underground, there are different stations. So for that you have to go down. There are no stairs, and instead of using stairs, there are slanting to go to the another stations. So these are three different stations. So the three different stations, or you can say three different platforms, are used here levels. There are only two, but Charlie said that he had gone through the third level. The third level, that was nowhere, that was not exist. The officials, the president of these main stations, that is already mentioned in this story, that the name of these stations are mentioned in your book. You can see the book. That is New York Central, New Haven and Hartford Railroads and the Grand Central. We said that there are only two levels, but no, Grand Central Railway Station, Grand Central has three levels, that Charlie said. So Charlie entered, and he himself did not believe that there were three. So he went to his friend who was a psychiatrist, and that psychiatrist said that there are only two levels. You must have gone because you started dreaming. You are a daydreamer. You started dreaming in the day while walking. So his friend said, who was a psychiatrist, that there is no existence of third level. He said that Charlie, you want to escape from the modern insecurities, worries, wars. That's why you wanted to escape from all this, and that's why you entered into the third level. So this Charlie said that this is not right. Who does not want to escape from all these worries, insecurities, wars? Let me explain what insecurities are. Insecurities means during the war, people may have faced the problem of losing job, food problems, separation from their families, lot of casualties, lot of loss. So he was worried about that, and he said that who is not worried about, and who does not want to escape from these worries, these insecurities? I am not the only one. Many want to escape, but those who want to escape, they do not enter into the third level of Grand Central Railway Station. Why only I? He only explained this thing to his friend. Charlie explained, and Jack said that his friend, psychiatrist friend, said that your all other habits also having the sign that you want to escape from these insecurities. Charlie said, what do you mean by the other things? That psychiatrist said, the friend said, that you have the habit, you have the hobby of stamp collection. That also says, that also prove that you want to escape from the present things and want to go in the past, because the past stems gives you a joy, that gives you a pleasure, so that you do this. Charlie again explained for this, that again you are not right, dear friend. And let me clear that his old friend said this thing, that you have this habit, this hobby, and that also prove that you do not like the present world, you do not like the modern world, you want to go in the past. So Charlie explained that his grandfather also had the same habit, same hobby of collecting the stamp, and he was happy. And in his days, there was no need to escape from the modern worries and the insecurities. He was happy. Why? He had all the things. Why he need to be worried about this? And one more thing he said, that even the President Roosevelt also have the same habit of collecting the stamp. Why he would go through the collection of this stamp? Why president? He has all the facilities, he is the ruler, he is the powerful person. So he said that there is no mean to say that stamp collection is the way to escape or to enjoy the pleasure of the past. No doubt, yes it is, but it is not the way to escape from it is not the way to go to the past. He explained. Later on he said one more term in this, that the first day covers. First day covers. What is first day covers? First day cover means when a new stamp launch, then the people buy it, and in a envelope, in a blank paper, he sent, or one who buy the stamp, they stamp the envelope and write their own address on it, so, and post it. So that what happened, when the post department sent it to the individuals, they will have the stamp on it. Stamp on it means with the date, so that and that reached to the person's own house. It is called first day cover. So he had lot of first day covers of his grandfather and his own. He said that these are the things that was explained, and about the Grand Central Railway Station. Then his wife, Charlie's wife, also worried about that this husband Charlie had that kind of habit to escape from the worries, but it is not actually the right, it is not the right thing. He cleared this thing in this way by saying the habit of Roosevelt and his grandfather's stamp collection. That's how he explained. Then he started explanation how he entered into the third level, that once he was in a hurry to reach to the home, he went to the first level, he missed his train, he went to the second level, he could not find his train, so he was going through the tunnels. He entered in a different kind of tunnel that was different than other. He thought that it must be the way of second level, but he was going slanting and slanting. I explained that slanting, why it is used slanting. In a Grand Central Railway Station there was a big corridors. Still it is the largest railway station of America. So there are less stairs. So in the corridor there was slanting way. Okay, there was slanting way that you can go first to the down, then you can go like that. Let me explain that how it is used there. See, suppose it is like this. it is the railway station, and here from here we have to go to the first level, then like that this is first level, then again slanting third level, okay, that is again second level, then again third level, this you say, you can see this. So like that from first level, that slanting way, then again second level, so like that he entered into the another slanting road and reached to the third level. In between he met the person who had worn the same kind of gabardine cloth and straw hat. In the previous lecture I showed the picture. He entered and reached to the railway station. He explained that how the corridors or how the tunnels are confusing there. That he said that you cannot say that which way is going to where. It was a miles long tunnels were there. He explained that once he entered into the one tunnel and went out in the Roosevelt Hotel. Once he entered into the third level in Grand Central Railway Station, he was out at the 46 hotel, that is 46th Street, in 3 blocks away. That was the thing that we have read in the previous part. Let's start now the remaining part. Here we have to start. Sometimes I think Grand Central is growing like a tree, pushing out new corridors and staircases like roots. Dear children, as I explained in the previous part, that the Grand Central Station was very large station, and when even the tunnels were miles long. So here he said that the Grand Central is growing like a tree. Growing like tree, you can see, you can understand by this that there were many constructions, and in the construction there were regularly new constructions were there, new buildings were there underground. So pushing out new corridors and staircases like roots. He said that there are new corridors, many new corridors were there, staircases were there. So I explained that staircases were very less, only slanting corridors were there. So he said that once it is compared, you just believe that it was a comparison. The Grand Central Station was compared with a large growing tree that was continuously growing. Its roots, its branches were everywhere. There's probably a long tunnel that nobody knows about, feeling its way under the city right now, and its way to Times Square, and maybe another to Central Park, and maybe because of so many people through the years, Grand Central has been an exit, a way of escape. Maybe that's how the tunnel I got into, but I never told my psychiatrist friend about that idea. Charlie is saying this. He compared this Grand Central Station with a large tree whose roots were like a tunnel, long tunnel. What is mentioned? Long tunnel, and nobody knows about that how long it is and where it is spreading. You can see it is not the real. This is imagination, and he thought about that maybe that the underground tunnels, one side it may reach to the Times Square, and the another side, another tunnel reach to the Central Park. These Times Square and Central Park are the largest and very important cities, important not cities but important part of the cities, but that is you can say that important part, बड़े अच्छे और market हो सकते हैं. Okay, so Times Square and maybe another to Central Park, and maybe because for so many people through the years Grand Central has been an exit. And he said that that's why this Grand Central Railway Station has an exit. Exit means to go out for the escape. So for years this was the way of the escape, and I went to the, or I met that way, or I have passed to the third level, and I found that way, but I did not tell this thing to my friend, my psychiatrist friend. Charlie said that it may be, fortunately I reached to the third level, but I did not tell this idea to my friend. He said this, dear children, this story is science fiction. This story is about the consequences of the war and the effect on the people after the war, what kind of feeling there was in the people. So it, you have to understand there is a suspense in there. So you will not get the end of this story. You have to read the story completely. So let's continue. The corridor I was in began angling left and slanting downward, and I thought that was wrong, but I kept on walking. All I could hear was the empty sound of my own footsteps, and I did not pass a soul. Then I heard that sort of hollow roar ahead, that means open space and people talking. So he entered into the tunnel, and the slanting corridor which he entered, that angling, let me tell you what angling is. It is about that, how angling, let me tell you that in the way when he was going, that was like that, this he was going, and then slowly that turn into that, and it is, so you can say that he was going and slanting, it is angling to that another part. So that's what he angled, that he turned into that way. Okay, so that angling towards and slanting down, so that I thought that was wrong, and he understood that it may be the wrong way, but he kept walking. He was continuously going. All I could hear was the empty sound of my own footstep. He was only listening, he can only heard his own footsteps sound, and I did not pass a soul. Then I heard that sort of hollow roar ahead. Hollow roar ahead, what is it, dear children? When you pass to the empty corridor and there was a open hall, or there somewhere there is a open hall, so the sound coming from the hall, it seems that there was a hollow roar. जैसे आप समझ सकते हैं कि कोई एक खाली कमरा हो, और उस खाली कमरे में जब आप जाते हैं और उसके बाद जो आवाज आती है, जो गूंजती है, उस तरह की ये हॉलो रोर यहाँ पर है. So that hollow roar ahead, that means open space and people talking, and it was the symbol, it was the significance that there was, or few people were present there. The tunnel turned sharp left. I went down a short flight of stairs and came out on the third level at Grand Central Station. And that's how he turned sharp and entered into the Grand Central Station's third level. For just a moment I thought I was back on the second level. In the beginning he thought that he entered into the third level, into the second level, sorry. He entered into the second level. But he observed the station. So what is written here? But I saw the room was smaller, there were fewer ticket windows and train gates, and the information booth in the center was wood and old looking. And but he observed, so what he observed there, the rooms were smaller there and only fewer ticket windows, train gates, there were only few. And the information booth in the center was wood, and the information inquiry window was also having the wood windows, different kind of information booth. Information booth, you can say there may be the board, or there may be a window that is about the inquiry, that was of wood, and it was old fashioned. It seems not new, but it was looking old fashioned. And in that information booth, you can say that information window, a man was sitting with a green eye shade. Eye shade, eye shade means eyeglass, so sunglass you can say, but that was eye shade, different green eye shade he had worn. Okay, the booth wore a green eye shade and long black sleeve protectors. Okay, and he had worn that old kind of clothes that was different than the present, because in the modern, in the present days, he had seen the people of Gabardine clothes, but here he was in a different clothes. The lights were dim and sort of flickering. Dim light was there. Then I saw why they were open flame gas lights. Then he observed that there was gas lights के जो होते हैं गैस से चलने वाली जो लाइट है. He said that वहाँ पर गैस लाइट भी थे, कुछ लाइट डीम थी. That was the old railway station. What he observed more there were brass spitons on the floor. Brass spitons क्या होता है? Brass spitons, that was thugdan. Okay, the people used to spit. You can see in the modern railway station also, but there nowadays no brass spitons. But that time in the Grand Central third level, he had seen brass spitons on the floor. And across the station, a glint of light. It is glint of light caught my eyes, and man was pulling a gold watch from his vest pocket. What he observed, that the station, a glint of light caught my eyes. एक light उसकी आंखों में पड़ती है. A man was pulling a gold watch from his vest pocket. Okay, that was pocket watch used here. Pocket was that time wristwatch was not in the used. So a gold watch from his pocket, one person pulled it out to see the time. He snapped open the cover, और उस के ऊपर भी cover होता था. He snapped open the cover of that watch, glanced at his watch and frowned. When you wrinkle your forehead and looked at, that is a frown. Watch, and so he saw the watch and frowned. He wore a derby hat. See, in the previous level, second level, he saw the people had worn straw hat, but this time in the third level, he found the derby hat and a black 4-button suit with the tiny lapels. Dear children, lapels means the collar of jacket or the suit. You can see here different kind of collars in the suit, different kind of lapels, its size, and the lapel here it is used in the chapter is a tiny lapel. You can see this kind of length of this, and here I am telling about that when this suit is used for more button, means like 6 or 4 or 8 buttons, then this collar this lapel raised to shrinks. So that time it is called a tiny lapel. I'll show you the picture. See this in the picture. You can see in the coat, in the suit. See these collars, and these are used for this size. Okay, here it is, and here it reached to this. Okay, here it is 6 buttons. So in 4 it can be 4 or it can be 6, and for this 4 and 6 button the lapel is used, then the lapel become short and tiny. The writer used this tiny lapel. He had a big black handlebar mustache, बड़ी नोक वाली मूछें थोड़ी सी बाहर निकली हुई, तीखी सी बना के रखी हुई थी. Then I looked around us and saw that everyone in the station was dressed like 1890 something, and he found that everybody there dressed like 1890 century. I never saw so many beards, sideburns, and fancy mustache in my life. He said that he had not seen in his life that kind of fancy mustache कि नोकदार मूछें और साइड means you know that दाढ़ी की जो साइड के जो जैसे हम बोलते हैं कलम जो हमारे सिर के बाल से नीचे दाढ़ी तक जोड़ता है, दैट वाज कॉल्ड साइड बर्न. लेकिन यहाँ पर विस्कर्स टाइप की बड़ी सी मूछें थी और एंड मैनी बियर्ड्स, अलग तरीके के वहाँ पर लोग उन्हें दिखे. इन्हें पहनावा अलग था क्योंकि उसके प्रेजेंट टाइम से पीछे वाला टाइम था. अ वुमन walked in through the train gate. She wore a dress with a leg of mutton sleeves and skirts to the top of her high buttoned shoes. See, here it is different kind of dress is mentioned here, that she wore a dress with a leg of mutton sleeves लगी हुई and skirt to the top of her high buttoned shoes, और उस पर उसने स्कर्ट पहनी हुई थी. Back of her, out on the tracks, I caught a glimpse of a locomotive जो इंजन था. Back of her and back of her उसके बाद after her, that means when after her, back of her उसके पीछे, or out on the tracks, I caught a glimpse. Charlie saw a locomotive, a very small Courier and Ives locomotive. Courier and Ives locomotive, यहाँ पर मैं बताता हूँ आपको कि ये जो Couriers and Ives जो here it is used, that see here it is Couriers and Ives locomotive, that was the name of a company. So Couriers and Ives locomotive with a funnel shaped stick. Dear children, rest of the part we will see in the next video. That's it for today.